What's going on, guys? So I apologize, I say this every time. It's been a very long time since I've uploaded a video, but it's for one reason. Well, it's for like two reasons. One, I don't really have motivation to film something that I'm not proud of, or when I don't have anything to film, I'm not gonna film. So that's the answer. And on top of that, I wasn't motivated to do anything. But now there's a lot of things coming in for this car, not power wise. So if you're here to see how fast this 370 can be, this is not the video. I got mods coming in, but for handling, because I kind of want to make videos of like Touge runs and crazy cool like back road stuff through the mountains. And I have friends that are really good drivers, especially Touge, when it comes to like just driving through mountains. And there's a black or like a purple Z, because he wrapped it, that is specifically really good, and he's the one who's gonna help me like dial in the setup. But let me I guess explain to you guys what is coming in for this car, or what I have and is waiting to be put on, and what I'm planning on doing with this channel. I guess it's a whole update video, and the next one after that should be a couple of install videos, and then hopefully some driving videos with the whole new setup. So let's hop in to what I've done to the car since I've been off YouTube. So this is gonna be very quick, because I really haven't done much since I've been off YouTube, because like I said, that's why I was so slow. That's why I never uploaded, because there was not much to do. But I did take off the Nismo rear bumper. I sold it, actually. I didn't just take it off, I sold it. So I went to wash my car and I pressure washed it, and the paint just blew right off of it, and that was really annoying. So I went through the process of trying to get it repainted. It was primered, and then the primer started to come off. So I just decided to just cut my losses and sell the bumper. The bumper was genuine Nismo OEM, straight from Nissan. So it wasn't the quality of the bumper, it was just the person that painted it the first time did a very, very bad job, and it ruined it. He also painted my front bumper, but he took like 2 days to paint the rear, while he took almost a week to paint the front. So he did a better job, and the paint's actually staying. But you can see that the paint has started to peel, especially right there. You could probably see that the black, that's like the plastic of the bumper. But I am getting this whole white repainted, and I am going to be fixing these so I can make these lights pop out a little bit more, to try to make it look as OEM as possible. So that is going to get done. But besides that, I really haven't done much. I guess the other major thing I did has to do with the interior, and it is bucket seat. I removed the bucket seat and I sold the bucket seat. Yeah, so it's a lot of things that are getting taken off my car. People are probably thinking that I'm selling it. I'm not. I got rid of them because Recaro's cool, but it's not what I really wanted out of the car. It's not what I really wanted in terms of a seat. For me, it would either have to be the Nismo seats, but it has like the regular base bottom, so it kind of defeats the purpose. But I think I'm gonna go with Brides or Brids, however you want to pronounce it, red ones though. So I just gotta find the time, or be in a position where I can afford to spend like $2 grand, $3 grand on a pair of seats, because I want to do both, and then get the airbag coated out. But for now, this is plenty. It holds me in for what I'm driving. But besides that, that's about it. That's all I've taken off the car, and that's all that's changed since I last recorded. So yeah, it may seem major to some people. Some people are probably mad as to why I got rid of the rear Nismo bumper, but I'll explain as to what's coming in for the car now. So I have a couple things at home that I'm about to install, and a couple things coming in that are gonna get installed. So obviously the first thing is the lenses. I did buy lenses for this car because I'm tired of seeing this yellow. I even signed my name. You probably can't see it, but I signed it right there. So I got lenses coming in. I also bought the adhesive to make sure everything is good to go, and I just gotta find the time to do that. And at the same time I'm tackling that, I will be taking the bumper off to redo this, and then sand the whole bumper. Well, just the white part, I'm leaving the black. I'll probably find some touch-up paint to fix all the rock chips, or later down I'll just have somebody else paint it, just the black piece. But yeah, the white's getting repainted for free, so that's why it's only the white. The black's not a big concern because it still looks fine. But yeah, so I have The lens is waiting to be put on. I have a valve cover leak. Both of them are leaking. So I'm assuming that's draining some power out of the car. It doesn't run as right as it should. It doesn't idle wrong or nothing. It runs perfectly fine, but I feel like it's a little low on power because of the air getting in. So I bought the gaskets for both sides and the valve covers because they're plastic, so they might warp, and that's probably why they're leaking. So that is also waiting to be installed. Suspension wise, which is basically what I've been spending a lot of my money on, I got Hotchkiss, however you pronounce it, front sway bar, SPL front links. And I didn't buy the rear sway bar because a bunch of people don't run an aftermarket sway bar. Apparently the OEM sway bar is good enough, but I do have SPL rear links, so I might throw those on, or I might just hold on to them for a little bit. We'll see what I do. But continuing with the suspension, I'm actually in the process of ordering front upper control arm from SPL because the Z1, apparently you got to pull it off every time you want to adjust it, so that's why I'm buying SPL. And then for the rear, it's going to be Z1 camber arm and traction arm to get the alignment dialed in, so therefore I can make sure this car is hooking through every corner. Along with hooking, tires is a must. I got PS4S's up front, 275s, 35, 19. I will let you know how that fits because right now I'm currently running 255s and my car's slammed, so I might have to raise it. And then Pilot Super Sports for the rear, 305, 35, 19. So it'll fit exactly how it fits here, so it'll be perfect. And the cream of the crop, the rear bumper. Why did I sell the rear bumper? So everybody, for some reason, and their mom is doing the Nismo conversion. When I bought it, I bought the bumpers for really cheap, straight from Z1, and I tried to unload them because I didn't want them anymore for like $900. Both front, rear, with everything on them, like the undershrouds, the liners, everything. Nobody wanted them, whatever. So I installed them. I took off the rear, and I put this one back on because I bought a Varus diffuser, and I think that to me looks a lot better than the Nismo bumper, and it's very distinguishable, and not many people run it because one, it's really expensive, and two, it takes forever to get here. So the front bumper, I'm leaving it on because I love the way it looks, but the rear, I was actually never too fond of the rear. I kind of like the V1 rear, and I wanted to do a whole V1 kit, but I was too fond of this front bumper to get the actual kit. So that's why I am doing the Varus diffuser, because I felt like it was just like the perfect middle ground, and there's not going to be many people around here running a Varus diffuser. I know a couple of people that are running a Nismo rear bumper, and the kid that I just sold mine to has a white Z, so there's another person running it. But yeah, aesthetically, that is why I removed this. Oh, what the, okay, no. So that's basically an update on everything that's happened between the last video and this video. There hasn't been much going on with this car, but there's about to be a lot going on. Oh my god. All right guys, so I'm filming this on my phone. Here's my rear suspension, obviously Grady XKW as it says it right there. But right now I'm replacing the traction arms, camber arms, upper control arm, and where is it? Sway bar and links. Ooh. Traction arms, camber arms, upper control arms, sway bar, links. I'm at the shop that I work at, so I'll be updating you guys in pieces after I install certain components so you guys can see. And then alignment should come up next. Also got new meaty tires for this thing. I'm just waiting for the rears because the camber wear is really real up on this bitch. Jesus Christ. SPL upper control arms. Sheesh. These are sexy.
Wait, huh?
SPL upper control arm.
You don't think a butterfly that flew on it?
It's a blessing from God. He's like, yeah, go for it.
He's like, yes. See, look at that! Is that a moth or a butterfly?
I don't know, it's probably a moth.
Let's call it butterfly.
All right, good
It's
luck.
like
SPL. Oof. That's dope. All right, let's go, bud. Traction arms in, camber arms in. Not as bad as I thought. I do gotta pull the bucket out so I can adjust the height in the rear, but that's in. So the rear is good to go. I just gotta adjust the height. I gotta do that camber arm, and then the upper control arm for the front, sway bar, and then finally good to go. Fuck, there's still a lot left. But this wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And they're all the same length. I left the camber bolt in, even though I have the elimination kit somewhere over here, right there. Yep, there we go. Even though I have the elimination kit, but I can't do the alignment today because the door to the alignment rack is like broken, I guess, so I can't open it. So I'll hold off on replacing these, and when I do the alignment, I'll replace this bolt, and it should be good to go. But yeah, I'll update you guys when I go to the front. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I've been really shitty with this. I'm just trying to get this done. So obviously I said the rear is done, the traction arms and all that. I put the little adjuster for the coilover back in, well, the spring back in. So the rear is done. What I gotta do now is I just gotta swap these tires in terms of like this one on this one and this one on this one. So this worn out part will be on the outside and this worn out part will be on the outside of this one. So that should work out better. I know some people are gonna be like, don't do that. Listen guys, it's temporary. I have tires on the way. They're just gonna be here. They're just gonna be a while before they get here. And this is starting to get really worn. So I don't want it to keep wearing out and then show cords. And now I'm left with like no tire. So I'm just gonna swap these to these. And they're still gonna be rotating the same way for the simple fact that these wheels rotate like this and these wheels rotate like this. So if you swap the tire to here, it's still gonna be rotating the same way. So that's just temporary. I know I have Pilot Super Sports coming in. I have 4S's up front. Obviously they don't make 4S's in the size that I'm trying to run in the rear. So Pilot Super Sports it's gonna have to be. But right now I'm installing the SPL upper control arm. I'm trying to get it the same length as this. And I'm gonna do it for the same on this side. But I had to drop the coilover down to be able to get this bolt out of here. This one, because it hits the coilover. So the easiest way to do it is just to undo the top and then drop it. So this is the last thing. I already put the Hotchkiss front sway bar and the SPL end links on. So everything else is good to go. This is the final thing I need to do besides swapping those tires over. And then we should be good to go. I adjusted the rebound. I turned it 1 click, so it's at 1 right now out of 5. And I gotta adjust the rear, turn it 1 click, so it's at 1. So the car is super soft because for now it's a bit too stiff for back road driving. And then that should take care of that issue. So yeah, almost done with this full install. I'm sorry that I've been really bad with updating you guys. This is all being shot on my phone because I forgot my camera, but I'm hoping the quality isn't bad. I bought a new computer, so I should be able to edit videos again. My computer just broke because I dropped Coca-Cola on it, sorry. But yeah, I also gotta drop the front a little bit. It's a little too high for my liking. I think I'm gonna drop it a turn and a half. Should be enough of a drop that it should be able to look decent with the rear. So yeah, this car's almost done. And like I said, after all this is installed, I'm not gonna really drive it because it's still gonna need an alignment and I don't wanna wear out these front tires. But once it's aligned, the car will be fully done and good to go. And I'll be back to punishing people on some back roads. But I also do have a valve cover leak. So I have valve covers and the gaskets already at home. So I just gotta find a time to pull this all apart to be able to do it, which is not hard. I've done it before. I've pulled all this apart before, if you guys see my previous video. So yeah, then there should be a fun monster. This is getting painted and obviously there's other stuff in the rear. Now all this is going back in and the car should be dropped within half an hour. So yeah, this all took me probably, I'm like through 2.5, 3 hours deep into this. With the traction arms, with the camber arms, springs, and then sway bar, and then this. So it's going a lot smoother than I thought, and I'm really happy about that. So I'll update you guys when everything is back in. All right, so this is the final update for this video. This has been spread out into 2 days because it took a while to install this and then get the alignment done, which I actually finally got done. So basically I took it to a shop to get the alignment done. I gave him specs. I'll put the specs up because I don't have them quite on me right now, so I can't really tell you guys. But yeah, the car's aligned. The camber got pulled out. The offset is 0. I think it's let's see if I can remember the specs actually. So the offset front and rear is 0. That's how I left it. I didn't want anything difficult. Camber in the front is -1.6, and the caster is 7. And in the rear, the camber is -1.5. So if the alignment shop did it correctly, that's how it's sitting. And it handles decently well. The front end is very hooked up. The rear tires are pretty bald because I did swap them over. So the outsides are bald, so the insides should wear. But yeah, the car should be dialed. Well, dialed loosely. I haven't really pushed it because the roads are kind of wet. But yeah, so let me show you how the wheels are sitting, or they look. So it's decently almost flush, and in the rear you can obviously tell there's camber in it. This is the first install video I filmed in a long time. Sorry, it was very scattered. I was very focused on trying to install all these parts correctly and make sure everything was tight. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of driving videos coming in the future, especially once my rear tires come in. A lot of mountain driving, hopefully with a couple of other cars, including the Z that I definitely want to review, and the silver STI that I also want to review. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was somewhat helpful as to what you should probably buy for your car. People don't really buy a rear sway bar for this car for the fact that it's too stiff. It makes the rear end way too stiff, so people end up pulling out the rear sway bar. So that's why I only bought a front sway bar. The links seem to be shot in the front, so I'm assuming the rears are shot. So I have SPL rear end links. Probably gonna toss those on at the same time I do the alignment at the shop. So probably this Saturday I'll throw those on, or we'll see when I get to that. Maybe like a day throughout the week I'll stay late and do the alignment. But as of right now, that's how the car sits. And I can't wait to get some driving videos because this thing should hopefully hook up very well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it may have been scattered, but I tried to fit everything so you guys weren't left hanging. But yeah, the next video should be hopefully a driving video if I get the alignment fixed this week. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, and I appreciate you guys watching. Peace.